It's never a good idea to trash talk your ex-girls, especially to women you are courting. I will bring out 3 reasons why this is so. First, the woman will find it hard to trust you. She will assume that you will shit talk about her to another girl or your friends in the future. She will most probably start to resent you for that. Second, if you complain about your ex, you are complaining about your own decisions and advertise your own insecurities. If your ex has a lot of qualities you don't like, then why did you get together with her in the first place? Were you too needy? Were you too impatient to figure out first whether the two of you actually connect well? Third, if you keep blaming your former partners, you just train yourself to expect the worst from your future relationships. That's a pretty good method for sabotaging your love life. These were the reasons I wanted to point out why you shouldn't talk bad about your ex. Of course, there are a lot of other reasons as well, but now let me tell you what you should do instead. When the subject of past relationships comes up, and there is a question like, why did you break up? My answer to that is always framed positively. People split up for various reasons. But I will tell you why I was together with her for so long. And then I will give out some positive qualities she had. When you bring out the good qualities, you let her know how you expect to be treated. And also, the woman will be assured that you won't start talking behind her back later in the future. She knows you will respect her. It's a win-win. Remember, always trying to find positives in your exes and your relationship. However, do assure her that this chapter has ended and you have moved on. You don't want to give her the feeling like you are not over your ex. You just want to let her know that you respect your ex and your past. Now, of course, I acknowledge that there are bad things that happen in a relationship. But blaming the other person doesn't get you anywhere. Instead, try to learn from that experience. For example, a few years ago, I was together with a girl who didn't really like sex and would never give a blowjob. At first, I didn't let it bother me. I was an understanding person. But as time went on, it started to frustrate me, especially the lack of blowjobs. I didn't feel loved, and I became visibly annoyed by a lot of things she did. Obviously, we broke up. But just because the relationship ended doesn't mean it was a failure. We both learned something from it. Among other things, I learned that I just cannot be together with someone who I am sexually not compatible with. Now that I am aware of it, I will not put myself in this situation again. I don't blame her. Instead, I take responsibility for my part of the relationship. Taking responsibility is the biggest keys to start learning from your past relationships without holding a grudge against your ex. Even if she cheated on you, take responsibility for what part you played in it. Did you let her feel all alone in your relationship? Or maybe you just didn't notice the warning signs. Now, I don't want you to start feeling like a victim, but in most situations, you have to take some form of responsibility. That of course doesn't mean that your former partner didn't do anything wrong. It just means that you give yourself the opportunity to forgive her and move on with your life, going after what you want. And if you need to vent about her, then do it privately, to a person you trust. Also, keep in mind to not make her the villain. We are all humans, we all make mistakes, and a lot of times we are partly responsible for the actions of our partner. So remember this, talking bad about your ex just advertises your own insecurities and keeps you stuck in the past. Taking responsibility and forgiving her shows a lot of attractive traits and helps you grow. Okay, I hope I helped you, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.